guys, it's Wednesday. We're halfway through with our third week of virtual learning, and you guys have been doing such an amazing job. I'm so proud of you. I know that we're all kind of in our routines now, which is outstanding. So today what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you actually do a warm-up with me. I am going to have you turn your workbook to page 177. And I would like for you to go ahead and complete that workbook page. You are going to be completing the table. You are going to mark all of the angles in each of the shapes. There should be 5 shapes for you to do. You're going to tell me how many sides each of the shapes have and how many angles each of the shapes have. So let's go ahead and take a look at page 177. Go ahead and pause the video. Excellent job. Here is the page in case you're wanting to make sure you did the right one. Great job. So for the triangle at the top, John Thomas, how many number of sides did you say that this has? Excellent. It has 3 sides. Beatrice, how many angles did you say that your triangle has? 3. 3 angles. Great, Beatrice. Remember that trick that I taught you guys yesterday? That if you find how many sides a 2-dimensional shape has, you're going to easily be able to find how many angles that 2-dimensional shape has. So, your numbers are going to be the exact same. So you should have gotten 3 for your triangle for sides and angles. What about your next shape? It looks like a baseball base. How many sides does this have, Judd? 5. Great. And if I know how many sides it has, I know how many angles it has. So you should have gotten that it has 5 angles as well. Then we have an octagon. We worked with an octagon yesterday when we looked at our stop sign. A stop sign is an octagon. Everybody say octagon. Excellent. I would like for you guys to just know that an octagon has 8 sides. I'm going to verify that just in case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. I've got an octagon. Now, an octagon has 8 sides, so an octagon must have how many angles? 8. Absolutely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. What about this next shape? This next shape doesn't really have a name. I'm going to go ahead and do my best to draw this next shape. It should have looked something like this. Okay? Now, how many sides does this shape have? Well, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I just do these lines to help me see which sides I've already counted. So I have 6 sides. Did you get that? Good. Now, if my shape has 6 sides, how many angles do I have, guys? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this one here, 6. Okay, so you should have gotten 6. All right, last one. And I'm going to tell you, this one's going to be tricky for me to draw. So let's go ahead and just talk through it. How many sides did you guys get for that one, for number 24? Excellent. You should have gotten 10. And if you have 10 sides, then you have 10 angles. I'll show that one to you really quickly. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you can see all of the circles here that show you where your angles are. So let's make sure we got that. All right, today I'm just quickly going to introduce you to a type of angle. Now, I know last year in 2nd grade in Miss Cocalis's class, you learned about something called a right angle. Give me a thumbs up if you remember that from last year. Perfect. If I have a piece of paper and I look at the edge of one of my pieces of paper, this edge is a right angle. It goes straight up and straight over. Does anybody know how many degrees are in a right angle? Great. I want you to know that in a right angle, it is 90 degrees. This angle is 90 degrees. If this is a piece of paper, this angle is 90 degrees. That's another right angle, another right angle, and another right angle. All 4 of my angles in a rectangle on a piece of paper are all right angles. They are all 90 degrees. Now, we have 2 other types of angles that you probably remember. You're going to use the right angle first to always see if you've got an angle that's bigger than 90 degrees, to see if you've got an angle that's smaller than 90 degrees. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you take a quick look at this angle. I'm going to draw a right angle first. Straight up, straight down, 90 degrees. Now, I'm going to draw a new angle. I'm going to use this same line segment. I'm going to draw my point, but instead of going up to make a right angle, I'm going to go out this way. Is this angle bigger than this angle? Yes. This angle, if it is bigger than 90 degrees, if it is bigger than a right angle, it is called an obtuse angle. Okay? Now, everybody say obtuse. Excellent. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw another right angle. Always use a right angle to help you decide. All right, so we're going to say that this is 90 degrees. It's a right angle. I'm going to draw a new angle now. I'm going to use this same line segment and this point. And instead of going straight up, I'm just going to go right here. Does anybody know what this angle is called? Absolutely. This is called an acute angle. And I remember that because personally, I think that these angles are pretty cute. They're small. So in order for me to remember acute angle, I just think, oh, it's the small, tiny ones that are less than a right angle. What I'm going to have you do today, instead of doing a workbook problem or problems in your textbook, I am going to have you do an assignment for me on Seesaw where you are going to identify the different types of angles as a little bit of a review from last year and to make sure that we're remembering the angles that I've shown you this year. Okay? So go ahead and hop over to Seesaw and go ahead and do that for me. Have a great Wednesday.